people like me coming out of there young, with a lot of time. Why do you think the legislation and the governor and them was trying to go back? And it's my case that they're using my case to get juveniles to get something more than just prison before when they go to prison, right? They're using my case because it's not the answer to give us a lot of time and throw us away. Perfect example, you don't know how many of those youths are, if you were chemically imbalanced and have a psychiatric disorder, it's not going to fully show up until the age of 21 or beyond. So when these kids are going to jail young, not only are they being brutalized by these alpha male, environments from especially a minority, from gangs, as soon as they go behind the walls, they're being breeded and trained by killers and murderers. But at the same time, if you're just throwing these kids away and not giving them no treatment first and not looking at the case, like my case, I shouldn't have went to prison. I only was going to prison for 2 robberies.
Welcome to 8MC Interrogations. This is the third video of a 3-part series in the 2013 case of Nikko Jenkins out of Omaha, Nebraska. The first 2 videos are already up, linked in the description and pinned in the comments and this little tab right here. That being said, I would like to thank all of our members. Your support is greatly appreciated, and it helps us continue to bring you videos that you've never seen before, so thank you. Okay, enough rambling. Let's get into it. August 11th, 2013, Omaha, Nebraska. In the early morning hours, a patrol unit discovers the bodies of 2 men in a white pickup truck parked in Spring Lake Park. The 2 men, being Juan Uribe-Pena and Jorge Cajiga-Ruiz, were found to be executed. They had allegedly been lured to the location to meet 2 women for an encounter. August 19th, 2013, also Omaha, Nebraska. The body of 22-year-old Curtis Bradford was found outside of a detached garage by a neighbor returning home from his shift at a local convenience store. Bradford and Nikko Jenkins had previously been cellmates, and they had run into each other the night before at a party. Bradford was shot twice in the back. His death was also part of a ruse in which Bradford thought that he was in on a robbery, and it turned out that he was the real target that day. August 21st, 2013, Omaha, Nebraska. The body of 33-year-old Andrea Kruger was found in the early morning hours as she was heading home from work at a local bar. Her 2013 Chevy Traverse was found later in that evening, about 12 miles from the incident. There looked to be a poor attempt at burning the vehicle. Andrea Kruger was a mother of 3. Nikko Jenkins, the subject of this case, was arrested on August 30th, 2013 on unrelated terroristic threats charges. This interview was conducted on September 3rd, 2013 and lasted roughly 9 hours, so that is why we have divided it up into 3 different parts. But first, let us have a moment of silence for the victims in this case.
What's that?
Read the paper.
Just a piece of paper?
Repeat.
Okay.
You gotta take it off so I can write. You want those on? Like 1 off so I can write.
Either one or none. All of that.
You can't take it off.
What do you need to write?
Everything that happened. And how much you know is this. Nobody else.
What's on that?
Nobody else. Even when I was young, I was a little kid, I always knew I was different. I always knew that I had something else inside me. I was like ordinary people. I can remember when I had my earliest assault on someone. I thought it was just my conscience, but it was my mental illness showing up, young. I can remember the first time that I did something that the demonic forces, our voices told me to. I was playing in the tournament. It was one of my best friends in school. I couldn't have been more in 1st grade. And we're sitting there playing outside, and these heavy toys of trucks. We were playing with the dirt. And I remember even then, the voice saying, pick up that truck and crack his head with it. Don't get that clothes because the blood is going to splatter. So if you go home, you can lie to your parents and say that you didn't hit him. Now, this is the mind thought process of a 7-year-old child.
Did you know that this video was already available on our Patreon? And this case and many other cases will have lots of extras for you on our Patreon as well. Not only is it a great way to support the channel, you will get a lot of exclusive and early content as well. We have a free trial over there, so make sure you check us out. The link is below.
And every time I tell my family, they say, oh, you're just hearing something. That's just your conscience. But even as I grew older in the gang-based lifestyle, it's always been that way.
Believe it.
Now, what this is my psychosis stuff. You notice that Kim's always at night. I mean, I haven't done this since I've been down. Or I need to speak to a priest. And this is for my own self. Nobody else had nothing to do. They were all sacrifices.
Let's talk about these other ones. How can we sacrifice to a box?
And I told you I'm gonna go with this. So in all of that, in all of this, I had to consume my blood.
Why?
I was just consuming it inside my blood. I was a spirit.
So what happened, Spring Lake?
Now if I make nation with size means to kill and destroy. That's what these more paint on my face. It's just upside down.
Mm-hmm.
You can Google it in your phone right now. Knockout means to kill. For AC massage means to shoot. If I'm going to give you everything you need, nobody else can be in this. Because there's no one else. They were all literally afraid of me. And what I would do to them if they didn't react. So I'm forced.
You talking about your family? Anybody in the family?
Of course.
Okay. Sister?
Not my sister. My mother and everywhere else.
Okay.
That's what we need to hear from you.
You talked about picking up the mark. What to look for. Talked about what happened. You talked about it in kind of the third person.
Me and my personalities. I'm just have schizophrenic bipolar. And I don't take medication.
Okay.
So literally, at times, I would be in the car by myself talking to others. demonic forces after I chant them. Their presence, they're there. And I say, Saraburte, Taraki Machi, Kaunek Bajau, Primosnes Miro Sagadera Bazaba, Sagatana Satanakia, Farote Buko, and Nero Sayum Balos and Dorias of Bells. The sun is in this place. Nikko. Nikko.
So what happened here?
What the forces make you do?
My family
What's that?
to kill, destroy, human sacrifice.
So are you saying the forces made you kill those two individuals in a Spring Lake swimming pool? Is that what you're saying?
Well, you're promising me that y'all gonna give me some help. And right now, before I can't go back to that cell. I'm in 23-day lockdown
Right.
right now
What are that?
by myself.
Yeah.
And this is not just gonna be bad for me, but it's gonna be bad for them, the guards, and what I'm capable of in my physical conditioning. And they let me out. They have to, with just handcuffs. And what I'm saying is it's gonna go from 0 to 100. They're not gonna have a chance to react. So what I'm telling you is that I need to be out of 23-day confinement. I need to be out of that. You have to really get somebody on the phone with your superiors and say, he's gonna cooperate, he's giving us all we need. We need to get him out of that cell. I'm just saying because this is the best thing for myself, for me to be stable when I go to my court arraignments. Because you do realize if I stay in that cell after this night, my mind is going to, my emotions and psychological is going to continue to deteriorate rapidly. Because I'm not going to take meds.
You know, I kind of talked to you a little bit about that process earlier, about, and like I said, you're well aware of correctional facilities and the way they operate. They're their own entity over
But
there.
my point is they did that off of the basis of the encouragement of the Omaha police.
No, not at all. I promise you that.
No.
I never once made a phone call to anybody where they were talking about what sort of arrangements you would be. You were booked in the same booking window that we book everybody in. As soon as you go through that door, that's
Well,
up
my
to
point is
them.
I've never done an AC. Well, I've done AC a lot, but what they put me in,
But then at the same time, Nikko, when you're sitting here telling us these things about what could happen, I mean,
well, my point is they got me.
I understand it's making you upset.
It's not upset. It's
building
It's building.
inside.
It's building psychosis.
Right.
Like for example, schizophrenics though, you can be fine, then it just boom.
Right.
Especially with me, my disorder, it blows. It doesn't have a 0 to 50 to 100. It goes from 0 to 100. And with my conditioning, the training that I do every aspect of training. I don't want it to be bad like that, man. This is not.
Well, as soon as we get done here, I mean, then we can focus on what's going to happen outside of here. But I mean, we're nowhere near to get to that point yet.
The office, the Great Serpent told me, and I started getting these migraines after he said this, because I was trying to fight it. I didn't initially get out. Destroy it.
Yeah.
And I was fighting, but I kept having these migraine headaches. And he kept telling me that it's either you or them. It's either you or them. I'm gonna give you a brain aneurysm. You're gonna be dead. This is what the officer was telling me. And every night I had that brain and that fucking throbbing headache I never felt in my life. And it kept pounding. Boom, 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 boom. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Was this when you got out?
This was when I got out.
Okay.
That's when I made Janetta back up with her. But kept pounding in my head. Boom, 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 boom. And demonic forces would just attack me. I couldn't sleep. 36 hours at a time. 40 hours at a time. Until I did the first one.
Which one was that?
Well, I wanted
Spring Lake?
killed before I went to prison. But it was gang banging stuff. It wasn't the same.
Okay. First time that you got out, is that what you meant though?
Yeah.
Spring Lake, the 2? After that happened, you said that this pain went away from your head? You were able to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Why was that? Do you know why?
It's the demonic forces and the energies in the universe. Of dark matter and subatomic particles in the universe that evil feeds off of.
Did you feel some sort of release?
Of course. Not a good release, but a release of pressure inside my head. Feeling that throbbing pain. Like doom, 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 doom. Like he was gonna give me a brain aneurysm, like he said.
So what happened that night? What happened down there by that park? What brought that release?
It's alright, man.
It was really dark. They said, Roswell is not a residential size. Roswell is not a residential size. That went off twice. Stepped out of the car. Not a residential size. Look that way. I went. I got to you. From here to there. Bells. And all the demonic forces kept saying is, names, I hear on bells. I hear on bells. That means sacred eagles. I hear on bells. I hear on bells. And after they say that, chant that, it goes, knock already, knock already, knock already, knock already, knock already, knock already. And when they say the eagles walk by, they're worshiping me as their God.
Mm-hmm.
My demonic forces.
Okay.
And it's boom. Shh. The other one. Where's that now? Where's that now? He held his side of his head. After the first one.
What was he saying? Put his head down, held the sides of his head after the first one. Then what?
He never looked up. But he was hiding. He never looked up. I thought we was something else. Never tell gangs. And then the other ones. Back to the Kruger. So I want to take off here when she told me that. I'm watching these videos I don't know about. So I realized that I keep out that little chemical. So I don't know.
Where'd the first one get it? Where'd the second one get it?
You have to first, and second, and all of that. I consume that spirit.
How?
Blood.
You touch it?
Took it, ate it, drank their blood to feed the race serpent.
Did you take their IDs? Did you pick up the showcases?
I don't remember that part.
Hey, Nico, I believe you. I believe you. It was you? Okay. Can you describe what happened then? Are you talking about Curtis? Can you describe Nico? Here again with what? What was in those gun? 12 gauge.
What I need you to know, I'm gonna give you everything that you need. My mother had nothing to do with it. She knew I was not. She did not know what I was doing. I was lying to her and everyone. But when I come home, I was a totally different personality. I was in my loving mode of family and being there and needing to be around everyone. When she bought those books, I didn't even have that gun. It's just that I knew that that's the biggest knockdown power in weapons.
Goodbye.
That's not important, you know. But it's not important. I'm going to protect my mother.
Is your mom mine?
No, she didn't. But what I'm saying is they didn't know anything.
Okay. No, I don't think anything.
And how about Kruger?
No, I was ready. It was all sacrifice for the school.
I have the mail.
I think one more. You have the surveillance video of the car and the documents. They didn't know what was going on. No, no. Both those firearms were in a bag, zipped up. They didn't know what was going on.
What kind of bag was it?
The same bag. Same bag.
Found where?
106. 106. Evidence positive.
What happened after the war?
Remember your mom telling me that we didn't know anything and it's irrelevant. to chase me because I'm getting everything. Now, with that being said, I know the law. I'm schizophrenic, bipolar, I can be candidates and he's fucking dead to me. It's nothing. Now, you guys have to tell me when I give you this, you're gonna leave it as it is with me. They did not know anything. As you see the bag, did you see the bag that the weapons were in?
The Louis Vuitton bag, but the bag that was at the house.
The bag that was at the house.
I did not see it.
Did you see it?
I've seen it, yeah.
It's large enough to zip up. You're not be able to see what's in there. They didn't know what was going on.
Okay. What was going on? What happened?
Literally, when I'm in this rage, it's like goes to someone I don't like. I can see and hear, and I can't do anything to stop it.
Okay. This is Nikko's.
Going straight. She's worried. I'm in the next room. They thought we were just going back to the north side. I told him that I'm gonna go out here. See if I can go to the bars. But I knew that the bar was already closed for the bars to be closed. I told him that out here. I picture weapons in the bag. Put my hand on my eye. I'm telling you, some of the potions. Yeah. So stop. Stay in the stop tonight. He said, why do you want me to stay at the stop sign? I said, do what the fuck I just told you. Then I say, stop at the stop sign. Don't fucking move, bitch. And as the boat approached, I could see the vehicles. Female, alone. She came to a stop. But before I got out the car, knocked on the windshield sides. Knocked on the windshield sides. While I was walking back. After she was done, left her car, abandoning everyone. Not once. We're scared. They didn't know what just happened. Like I said, they didn't know what was going on. They knew nothing. That's why I want you to leave me alone, because I'm telling you. You understand me?
Yeah, I hear you. How did you get her out of the car?
I just showed you how. Grab her. I'm very strong. You're not gonna get away when I grab you. Even you.
Where'd you
Are
grab
one of
her?
these big guys.
Where'd you grab her?
Shut you, Steve. You're not gonna finish your outside hospital this. Oh, they will. Oh, my boy.
Where'd you shoot her?
Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, this is what I'm about. Got it to the vehicle. I didn't start. Still,
What was that again?
I made a crackhead to start the car. That's why it's like,
He didn't start the fire, he said. That cracked it.
like I said, I was still in mine. Like horses. When I'm in that mind, all I can hear is the line forces. They're screaming, officers screaming, officers screaming. Everything that I say, Roswell on these now. She was like, I do bad, stupid, that promise. It was rock. Okay, else. Oh, you're just a hero. Oh, you're just a hero. Oh, you're just insurgent, man. Secret.
Where'd you learn that at?
It came to me in isolation. The law forces have office day. But it's funny. Nobody would want that.
Mm-hmm. What did you take from her?
It wasn't about money.
Did you take anything from the car?
Not that I recall. Like I said, a lot of things is the only part that's clear. Every part not.
What part of her head did you shoot her in?
Shoulder, collar. She got her hair still.
Do you feel released now?
You won't get too many of them. Not the amount of forces involved. He's got it screaming. This isn't what they wanted. They wanted to continue to use my moral vessel.
Any other ones?
None of it feels real. Even now.
You've been through a lot. What about last weekend? Saturday morning? And then when they kill him. The sun was just coming up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Is one still critical? Last I heard, yeah. What happened?
You're the same way.
Go and tell us. I understand why this might be hard for you. About this, I don't somebody involved, somebody your sister knew, right?
No.
That Erica knew. One of the persons who was shot. I'm not saying she shot anybody, I'm just saying she knew somebody.
You mean after the fact?
Yeah, right. I just let them know what happened. I'm not shooting. The same way you describe the other things. You know, just if you want to show us, show us. That's usually, that's what you remember. Like I said, it was a Saturday morning, about 6:15.
I need to get all that explanation and be put in jail about things. As long as I get to speak to my mental health counselor, I'll be okay.
You don't want to talk about that other one?
I will. But what I'm saying is if I don't, my court proceeding will not be able to be arranged at all. As soon as I go to it's going to be psychosis and rehab. And I know that because I'm coming from that cage and I'm not having no freedom or nothing. So I would much rather you keep me here until the morning. And you frustration with me and that you can tell him that you fully cooperate with us. All he wants is to speak to me well. And come back.
I will share every bit of that with the jail in the morning.
I can't go back to the darkness.
That's not my control.
We can tell people. You can tell them your concerns. Kind of like just Detective said. I mean, it's just they're in charge of a slide, but we can at least relay the message.
Hey Nico, what happened to that 357? It wasn't in your bag.
But I really was in the mood.
How'd you get it? Did you sell it?
Do it out.
Threw it out where?
Somewhere in
Iowa? Council Bluffs?
somewhere over there.
Okay. Where did you go after the spring light?
It's probably my sister.
Erica? Where?
Don't tell.
Which one?
Wasn't six.
Where? There's a couple Motel 6 in town.
All I know is
In Omaha or Council Bluffs?
Council Bluffs.
Who else was with you? Because you know what? You already know that I know one person was with you, right?
Who's there?
Chrissy. I already know she was there. Or no?
She told you that?
I didn't say she told me that. But I know she was there. I know where she was at right before it happened. And I know where she was at right before that. She was at Tequila. She went to the apartment. She was in the truck. She went down to Spring Lake. She got out. I know it all.
Like I said,
And I know she wasn't alone.
when I'm in there, it's television. It was what transpired.
So did you take her and Erica away from the truck? So they didn't see that?
Erica wasn't
Who was
there.
with
I went to meet my sister.
Oh, okay. Well, who was with Christy? In the truck with her?
Honestly, I didn't remember. Never got her name.
She was like Christy?
She was a Hispanic girl, but she looked like brown.
Mm-hmm.
She was Hispanic though.
Yeah.
Some girl that she knew, I didn't even know.
Did they take their IDs and wallets, or did you?
I don't recall taking anything. Like I said,
Where'd you take Christy and the Hispanic girl?
they stayed with me until I got to my destination towards, because I live in the north, so they took me somewhere on the north side. Like I said, it's an autopilot in that moment until I get into the grace of my loved ones or my spouse or something.
Okay.
It can bring me back. You see what I'm saying? So literally it's like everything's like a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like twilight.
So you leave with Chrissy and this other girl. Do you go to pick up Erica first, or you go drop them off first and go pick them up? Or go meet up with her? Stay with her. Did they go to Council Bluffs with you?
I don't recall. That's what I said. It's like the only things that I can say, the only thing why I can remember is because of the spiritual meaning of what it means and what you're saying. It's because I hear it all the time. I heard it when I was in isolation.
Right.
It's burnt.
Are those shells that you used that night? Do you remember what they look like?
They were red.
They weren't red.
There's a lot of red.
They were white, but clear. You remember those?
There's a lot of red.
Yeah, there was a lot of red. There was still a lot of red in the gun when we got it. But those shells that were used that night weren't red. Those are the ones that were on the news being purchased by Chris. Remember what color they were?
There's another thing I was thinking about too. Everyone was thinking of my mother.
That wasn't your mother.
That was not my mother.
No, I know that wasn't your mother. I know your mom. I've talked to your mom in other cases before. Mom's never had long hair. Not that I recall. Not that long. And that wasn't a wig. Why Curtis?
It was almost my mother sometimes. My mother was keeping you doing everything. It's like, it's not about me. I don't choose. It's honest research.
Talk to me about what happened right up to that. I know you were with him down in the block. I know you were in that area, seen with him, with a bag, with things that were in the bag. So explain what happened that night, please.
Curtis. Like I said, it's just a problem. Problem in my head. I want you to go away. It will keep me up for 40 hours in the night. I want you to be cold sweats. It starts to rock. And I look around. I don't remember saying it. Like, why are you looking at me like that, cause Make sure you do my best.
So how did you get to that area, and why that area?
There's no shot.
Say that again, I couldn't hear you.
There's more shot.
Oh, shot spotted?
Shot spotted.
No, there's none?
Way out west of that, 168th and 4. I just way out there. I just like that.
I did it. Like I said, it's like I come to and I'm in the cemetery at 2:33 in the morning. My sister will testify to this. She's standing next to me, trying to bring me back. Like, no, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing out here? What are you doing over here?
You went in the Walmart, 168th and Maple.
No, that night.
Which night?
I never went in there at night. I never went into that store at night. I was there in the daytime once,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't at night.
Way out west, sir? What were you doing? Just going to Walmart? Huh?
Yeah,
Oh, the eye clinic?
You don't remember going in the Walmart at all?
not that night.
Hello?
Not that night.
Because like you said, we had the video with the car and everything there too.
I want you to make sure that you know how to get your car back. She didn't know what to do. She didn't know what to do. Every time she would ask me where to be, and I lied to her.
Believe that.
But there's 2 other people who don't even want to name. You get in the rear seat. You went to Walmart. What'd you do in Walmart?
I never went into Walmart. Not that night.
And when do you see the victim's vehicle? Andrea Kruger's vehicle?
Right.
Where were you guys at the McDonald's? Where were you guys at when you saw her? They're 168th and Maple.
What do you want? Like I said, then I go to that mall and attachment outside close. I just get quiet.
Was your car in front of her or behind her?
I told you that part. I told you that part.
You said you saw it till it's behind you. So was it behind you the whole time?
So you mean you saw the headlights from behind you, so you were in front of her. And that's when you say stop, the car stops.
Nobody in my family knew what was going on. Especially the fact that I kept going to the gym. I kept with my game.
Murdo was with you that night too, wasn't she? And Erica?
That's what they same friend.
Chris's same friend? The brown skin?
I don't even know that girl, but you know, I didn't,
Mm-hmm.
my mind is not on the group. My blood is just appropriate.
Did they pick you up from the area where the car was left? Where Andrea's car was left? Did they come back down and pick you up then?
No, I paid cracking.
For what? You said you paid a crackhead to light on fire. How did you get away from that area?
Did you park it down there?
Oh,
Did somebody we already talked about today? Did he or she park it down there?
no. Like I said, I gave two crackhead. We just split it
Where did you give it to the crackhead at?
right around the corner. And we go further down Maple, not too far from there. Maple Street, around there.
Did you drive around it for a little while, or did you drop it off right down there where you took it?
Go around for a little while. Trying to get some more. There's a night at that concert, smoke comes out.
Did Andrea fight you at all?
I wouldn't realize it because I'm just my arms are very strong.
Did she say anything?
Just the traditional things a woman would say when confronted by a killer.
Like what?
No, like police. No.
Was she screaming? Did you say anything?
I was not really the issues.
There was a blue towel out there. Where did that come from? I was kind of near her. Is that in the bag? Or where was that? Where was the towel been?
You talking about a blue towel?
It had a Big Lots tag on it.
Did you bring any towel with the tag on it? Did you use the towel and work out?
I don't recall it being there. Like I say, I don't really see nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The officers telling me to see the law enforcement telling me to see.
Were you wearing gloves? Which ones?
What would you do with these gloves?
Just the only way. Certain place.
But you wore gloves on Andrew Kruger.
I think so. I don't remember.
Like medical gloves? Like the kind of ambulance people have? Or like your black gloves that when the officers talk to you that day you're working out. And it's just your lifting gloves.
There.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that food here?
Yeah, oh yeah. Can I just ask you though about the other two? Were you wearing gloves? In Spring Lake? The same thing? Like blue or green gloves? Or your leather gloves? What were you gonna say?
You know where you were?
She didn't have a phone.
My sister stayed.
Lolo's not with her.
She stayed with her. She was over here. She stayed with her.
You just answer just that one more question. I'll go grab your food. You've got time here to eat. You reached down and put blood in your mouth. Is that from your bare hand, or is that from a hand with a glove on it? Saran? Where'd you burn it, you know?
Anywhere I want to be, I just
Yeah. What about with Chris?
same concept.
Well, he would have known he had rap on, right? I mean, because you.
I had it in my pocket.
Oh, okay. Alright, we'll grab your food here. What? You have a drink. Yeah.
Proud of you. Proud of you.
This is not gonna
That was hard. I'm very proud of you.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. My fault. Sorry. My fault.
Are you done?
You know, some of your task force buddies didn't give me $1,000 out of my pocket.
No, we got your money. We had your money. That's your property. You know that.
I said, these deserve that.
No, we're not taking.
They sure
It's
they
personal
do.
property. It's booked in as personal property. Once you get sign somebody of whoever you want to get, you have to sign some sort of document.
They took it out of my pocket, so they should be able to give it back.
I know that, but when we book something as personal property, in order for some Joe Schmo not to just show up and say, Nico said I can have his money, we can have some sort of written communication between you and, like if your mom gets out, she can pick up the money.
We authorize her to pick up your
You know what I mean? Okay. No, we got,
because then they get in trouble sometimes.
But my point is, I was supposed to go to jail with me. I've done this before, you know.
well, she can take that and put $100 in.
I'd give it to
You're right. Normally it would have went with you. However, we had some other property that got mixed up in that, but we have the money. We're not keeping your money from you. I promise you that. Okay. I mean, this is all on the record. Everything's documented. We have the money. I promise you that. Okay.
Can I please call John?
Yeah,
So I can talk to her, because she's worried, man.
Yeah.
I can hear in her voice that she's hurt right now, man. Man, y'all gotta let me see her, man. Please, man. Let her come down here, man. I just gave y'all 4 things. A lot of you said you wanted the closure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the main thing, this is about mental health. This is about raising a flag on what the Nebraska Department of Corrections is doing and how they're not treating people. And they're only gonna get worse here. People like me coming out here young, with a lot of time. Why do you think the legislation and the governor and them was trying to go back? And it's my case that they're using my case to get juveniles to get something more than just prison before when they go to prison, right? They're using my case because it's not the answer to give us a lot of time and throw us away. Perfect example, you don't know how many of those youths are, if you were chemically imbalanced and have a psychiatric disorder, it's not going to fully show up until the age of 21 or beyond. So when these kids are going to jail young, not only are they being brutalized by these alpha male, environments from especially a minority, from gangs, as soon as they go behind the walls, they're being breeded and trained by killers and murderers. But at the same time, if you're just throwing these kids away and not giving them no treatment first and not looking at the case, like my case, I shouldn't have went to prison. I only was going to prison for 2 robberies. They should have gave me a chance. Okay, we're going to give this guy a chance of rehabilitation. Now, if I would have fucked that up, then throw him away.
Right. You got a valid point. And we're not here to.
But my point is, that woman's husband and children, that woman's husband is grieving right now. This is not just some psycho killer that just wanted to go trophy. I'm documented psychiatrically disordered.
Mm-hmm.
I'm documented chemically imbalanced. This is a fact.
Yeah.
So my point is,
We're well aware of that.
my point is this though. This family didn't deserve this.
Right.
This could have been prevented had it not been for the Nebraska Department of Corrections doing what they knew what they supposed to have did. And they never gave me an opportunity. They never gave me an opportunity for treatment because I wouldn't take the medicine. How can you tell me you're not going to give me psychotherapy sessions and treatment for my emotional and psychological traumas that triggered the psychosis? And how could you tell me you're not going to treat me for this, but if I don't take your poisons? That doesn't make sense. That's not ethical nor professional. When you clearly have mental health counselors at hand. And one thing I will say about Douglas County, even if you don't take the meds over there, you still get mental health treatment.
Mm-hmm.
You still get counselors. That's one thing I will say about them.
Well, that's a whole nother branch of government that we're not, your point's well taken. We're not here to judge you, to say that's bullshit. I mean, it's well documented what sort of treatment you've either been a part of, refused to be a part of, or just flat out weren't had access to. Okay? And
We're listening.
I mean, it's not a lot we can do about that, and I don't want to make it sound we're brushing it to the side, Nico, because I think that's an important part of all this too. I mean, I think we both do.
This is number one part of it.
Right.
Because I had to literally struggle with either assassinating, murdering myself, or murdering other people because of what's psychosis and fucking great serpent and all this shit, demonic forces that's tormenting me every day, and I can't sleep. I can't do anything, and I'm hearing it every day, constantly, right now, screaming and yelling. Can I please call Janelle?
Yes, you can. As soon as we're done, I promise you, we will call Janelle again, okay? It's my word. I let you call her before. I'm not going to go back on it. But I just want to make sure you get a couple more questions asked. I don't know, did you have any other questions? Because I got a couple myself.
Yeah, just a couple.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Earlier today, we talked about Tone. Bringing the shotgun to the hotel. You recall that?
No.
Can you explain that? How did you access that shotgun?
Actually, it was through a relative of It wasn't funny.
It wasn't?
No, because that's the only thing I can remember is when I had it and obtained it in her presence. And then after I departed from her, I just still had it.
Okay. Well, I mean, you talked about how Tone would give it to you when he would go to work. And he brought it to the hotel. Is that part accurate?
No.
Yeah, but I mean, we got video footage of that happening at the hotel. You and him walking in Travel Lodge on 72nd Street. He's carrying the bag. So, I mean, we're just trying to. We've talked about a lot of stuff here, Nico, and I think.
That wasn't a weapon, though.
Okay, we're to the point now where we're talking about everything that's going on. This is also part of what's going on.
That wasn't a weapon that day, though. That was just helping me. He was bringing clothes for me because I just got out. He was helping me out, bringing me some clothes and things of that nature, shoes.
Okay, he might have done that as well, but I'm talking about specifically when he's got something wrapped up like a kind of a blue bag. Nowadays, instead of plastic grocery bags, they have these reusable canvas, like Walmart bags.
Oh, I can see what you said, man.
So you're saying Sherry brought the gun to you in the Travel Lodge? And then you kept it from there. Is that right? Or from some other
At
hotel?
times, she, all I know is that when I told her, when I was staying in the hotels in Council Bluffs and all that, I told her that I needed a weapon.
Right.
She obtained that. She was, if you've seen her, me and Tone walking with a bag, you should have obviously seen her numerous times.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't say we didn't see anyone else walk with a bag.
No, my point is, exactly. So, she's not like she's trying to make herself out to be.
What were you feeling when you got out of jail? Why did you need a weapon?
Paranoia. I'm schizophrenic and paranoia.
What were you scared of the most?
Being assassinated.
Assassinated from thoughts in your mind? Or from
That,
being out
all
from
of
your
it,
confinement that you
all
were
of it.
comfortable with?
All of it.
In the hood?
The hood, the police. I knew that if, like that day when they came, I knew that if I did what Pops wanted me to do, my story would have never got out. What's happening with me, the injustice of the mental health, programs and things of that nature, and what negligence they intentionally did, not by accident, that would never got out.
Right.
And nobody else would ever be held accountable for it.
So you did the right thing that day. You did the very good thing that day. What about the rifle? When and how did you obtain the rifle? These are some of the last couple of questions. So it's just, it's important stuff though.
Why you say that?
This is part of the investigation. I mean, in order for us to do our job well, to do what we owe the citizens that we work for, the public, safety, and as well as the closure of these families, we have to do a complete thorough job, and that is part of this obviously honest investigation. Eva, I know you're not a person that has to worry about anybody.
That's where you're wrong. Just because people don't want to fight don't mean they don't want to kill you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know people, you put on this front when you're not too concerned about people hurting you. Is that right? That's what I meant to say.
It's not a front. It's
a reality.
It's a basically just cocky stupidity.
Right. Okay. I didn't want to call you
That's
that.
part of a different personality, my bipolar,
Okay.
to be in that manner. And, that's why, like I said, it's times that I slip in, I slip out on different people, and
Well, I think you understand why I'm asking you this. And I think I understand why you're hesitant to tell me. But still, I mean, in order for us to do our job, we have to ask you those questions. In order for you to sit here and
why
tell
was that gun registered to someone?
Again, I'm asking the question. I can't give you all the answers all the time like that. I wish I could. I know you got a lot of questions, but who'd you get that gun from?
Honestly, all I could say is it was in the hood. The hood is my, like, if we go to the neighborhood, I could just go places where I know where we hide guns.
Mm-hmm.
Out in the open.
Do you not want to say who you got it from? I mean, is that a simpler way of saying it? Or do you not know?
Well, like I said, the best, like I said, that's the best thing. Cause I got it in the dark outside.
Yeah. Well, who gave it to you? Nickname, street name, real name. I prefer a real name, but I mean, what hood?
Like I said, the only thing I can say is I picked that up in the hood. So if somebody told you that,
I know you got questions, Nico, but I'm sitting over here, you're sitting over there, and I'm asking them.
only thing I can say about that.
I mean, you get the general sense from the way we've been interviewing you. You know we know a lot, right? Is that a fair statement?
Yeah.
Okay.
You tell me.
It's like, I don't know, 2 in the morning, 3?
2:42.
That's it. So when we ask you these questions, sometimes we know the answers. So, I mean, if that makes you feel more comfortable, maybe somebody else has already told us information, or maybe more than one person's already told us. We just have to verify information.
So when you spoke to my sister, what did my sister have to say?
Which sister are you talking about? Lola? On the phone?
No, Erica. I know you're bigger.
I didn't interview her. I know the detective did, that's with all honesty. One thing I could promise you this, what we talked about here, we're not going to tell anybody else that we interviewed in reference to this investigation what you and I and Sergeant Hagen talked about over there. We don't, I mean, that's just not what we do. You know what happened, but
I know what your sister. We can't tell what people said. I mean, it's just, we lose credit with you. We lose credit with other people. We can't do that. Hopefully, you can understand that. And we gotta look out for everybody too.
So what else?
well, I mean, I just need an answer on that rifle.
No, I didn't get it
From your sister?
from. No, I didn't get it from her.
Okay. But I didn't say you did.
That's what you just insinuated by saying her name. You said from your sister.
I thought you said I didn't get it from her.
I said I didn't get it from him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Who'd you get it from?
Oh, like I said, it was. Remember, the last thing I remember is she brought it in. The first time I ever saw it.
Would she
Here,
run in the rifle or the shotgun?
the rifle.
So who brought in the shotgun then?
That's what I mean, the shotgun.
Okay. Let's go back to the rifle then. Who brought in the rifle first time? Where'd you get that?
I was telling you, I picked it up in Hogan. I went down to my neighborhood.
Camden?
Yeah. I picked it up.
Or from home?
Nowhere. I picked it up from where we left things at.
Like an abandoned house?
Around the neighborhood. Or
Okay.
some type of band. We got abandoned houses, but
Regardless of your guns, nobody else's. It's your shotgun, your rifle, right? Your ammunition, slugs, the nines, right? Everything in that bag that you took out there, that's yours, right?
Nichols.
Nikko's.
What did that other girl look like? You said she was Latino. Did she look brown skin? How old did she look? You know how old she is?
She's older, around the same age as Christine.
Okay.
And both. I'm sorry.
Oh, you got a nickname off for her?
Juju.
Juju? No. I just wanted to verify if that was a nickname or anything. Go ahead.
And both of them were in the tours with you during Kruger,
Like I said, they didn't know him.
but they didn't know anything.
Who was driving?
Juju.
Juju.
That's all I know about it. I didn't really care. As you know.
Right. How long do you know her? Since you got out?
Did she call you a lot, Christine? After it?
Yeah.
You remember who she yelled? I mean, do you remember any of the conversations there at all? Did she have her own phone?
Yeah.
What's her phone? You know the phone number offhand? But she was calling you during the thing? Afterward?
Yeah.
You know what phone you had? Can you remember?
Split phones.
What phones? Did you ever change clothes or anything like that after that?
Me? Of course. I think so, yeah, sure.
Do anything with those clothes?
Like I said, all I know is
It was Nico's.
I took him to, I think my mom actually washed it. I just told her to wash these.
How about the shoes? You kind of mentioned something earlier about your shoes that are in Douglas County. Were those out there at all?
Was I?
I don't know, were you?
No.
You said, I know you mentioned something about Nikes. You have Air Jordans or something like that. You wear those out there at all?
Yeah, different kind. In black.
Where was that?
I don't know. Probably in my family's house. I already got those, probably. Alright? If
I
somebody
can check.
Uh,
I'll check with you. Did anybody get out of the car with you on Kruger? Or was it just you alone?
well, I remember myself.
Anybody have another bag at all?
I cannot go remember. Like I said, it's autopilot. Even after the sacrifice, it's not on. I still don't hear that. It's sort of like praising of the demonic force, the demons, praising and worshiping.
And you tasted her blood too, through her. Did you have another bag at all? Besides just a gym bag? Did you ever used to keep anything else in it?
Yeah,
What kind of bag was that?
like the Louis Vuitton. You guys got pictures of it. I know you got pictures of it. You already said it before. I heard you say it earlier.
Whose bag was that?
My bad.
What'd you used to keep in that bag?
A lot of different things.
What'd you keep?
Weaponry, bullets, coffee. It's got coffee stains on the inside. All inside. I know you've seen that.
Did you ever bring that bag out there at all?
Out there? I think so.
Which bag got brought out there to Kruger?
One of those two.
Well, why did you switch bags?
Hmm?
Why did you switch? Why did you switch between the two? Something happened with them?
All I know is no, I told her my spouse to buy me a new gym bag. That's
Why?
what I got to do. Because the other one didn't have a handle.
Was broke?
Mm-hmm.
We never had any of those.
And bro, like I said, my arms are strong.
Mm-hmm.
I'll snatch things in snatches. I snatched the handle off me. I'm actually,
During one of these incidents?
no, just normal.
Yeah.
Snatching. No, I used to carry that inside so far food.
I believe you. Did you have your weapons on you when these guys come to talk to you before? Other homicide detectives?
No, that was just my gym bag. They just had clothing that day because I felt I was in North Omaha and it was the place I knew.
Which bag did you have at Kruger? I was holding your gun.
You know what I'm talking.
Anything happened to that bag at all?
I don't know where that bag is. Did you guys find it? You got it?
Yeah.
You, I went to
Is there a reason why you switch? Why'd you ask?
I went to
spouse?
my family's house.
You go all around talking to people. You go everywhere.
No, what I'm saying is, did you talk to Brian?
To who?
Brian,
I don't know.
did you?
Which Brian?
Brian,
Which Brian?
not my mother's Brian.
Okay, well, you know there's more than one Brian. No, I did not talk to Brian.
Did someone else too?
I don't know. Why?
No, because I'm saying I don't remember where that bag was.
What, I mean, is there a reason why you asked Jeanette to get you a new bag? Besides the handles being broke?
Well, she didn't know. I just told her.
Oh.
You know, I'll need a new gym bag.
When did you get the new gym bag?
I don't remember the exact date.
Was it before or after Andrea Kruger?
After.
It was after.
All right. I'll be back here with the phone, okay? Do you have anything you want to say?
We got it, Nico. We're here.
I don't deserve to be in the hole. I didn't do anything. I didn't cause any problems here. I didn't cause any problems there. I just want to fill this up, please?
Yes.
I'm staying, man. I'm a good guy, Nico.
And you gotta vouch for me to get some help.
I will talk to people and then tell them your concerns. Like I told you.
This is serious.
Keep in mind, though, I'm not the one that makes the decisions, but I can tell people, hey, this is what.
I can't get on the phone.
Who was now in Kruger? Who was driving? Was it Christine driving, or was it the other gal, Juju? Juju. But they didn't know what was going down. You close with Juju?
No.
Who's Juju?
Some Hispanic girl that Christine has.
How old is she?
Mid-30s, sandwich.
Kruger, you opened the door, or did she open the door? Try to think of that.
You need to call Rome's phone?
415.
Yeah. Can you go through?
She didn't pick up the first time. She was sleeping, so she didn't pick up the rest of the second.
Let me see. Here you go. She's probably sleeping late. It's like 3 o'clock.
So why can't I take my own money with me and they took it off me?
Huh?
Why can't I take my own money with me if they took it off me?
Ain't that
Let me try one more time. It's just 415.
why can you take it with you?
Yeah, they took it off me, no one else.
They took all your property, man. They take whatever's in your pockets, so put it back, keep it separate. You want those?
Lolo, are you still with Netta? Was she at home? She doesn't have a phone? Well, what's the number? Did she leave her father's number with y'all?
I don't know. What is it?
Did you say Netta left, John Netta left numbers?
Yeah.
Well, her father's number, she has the cell phone with her.
Oh, okay.
So she would answer the phone. I know she can't sleep. You said you don't know, you don't got it in your phone at all? Well, everything's okay, though. I told him everything's so long and it could be okay. You hear me? I spoke to him. I would transpire so that mom and him would be okay. I love you too. You hear me? So you don't know their number? All right, I'm about to try to see if she left it.
I think I got it.
But it's her father's saying.
Whatever
her
number
dad was with her. If you got the number, she can answer. She's still up.
It's went right to voicemail.
You gotta keep trying. She's
No, I mean like it's shut off. That's when the phone shut off. That's what happens.
that's the dad's number?
Mm-hmm. And what's the number she gave me? I didn't ask her. She said it was hers, but.
She only gave one number?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only number?
Mm-hmm.
7680?
Yeah.
No, her father should have left the number.
I didn't talk to her father. That's her number then?
Yes, that's
That's
her
what I
old
saw
number.
because she said it's off. Okay. I don't have dad's number.
He should have left though.
I know the guy interviewed him. I mean, it's 3 in the morning. We're not all here. I know the guy interviewed him's not here right now. Just sit tight for a few minutes. We'll figure out what's going on. Okay.
Y'all gotta give me something, man. Seriously, man. Like,
Give me some what? I'll be right back in here.
give me some water, man. Huh?
Hey, Nico, I know we talked about it a little bit earlier. You want to stay here till daylight? Remember, we talked about it. Or do you want to go back? What do you want to do?
I want to call Jamila.
And I know you tried a couple times, right?
She's my sister, says she has a dad's phone. That's what I said. I know her father left that number here. And I know that you got this precinct have been in contact with her father, so they got the phone number. She would answer the phone because I used to call her late all the time. I was always out at night, remember? Nocturnal. She'd wake up, man. They got that number, her dad's number in here. I know that for
Well, I know they're looking. I know they're looking too. So you want to hang tight there for a little bit? What do you want to do, man? What do you want to do, Nico?
I want to stay here because, like I said, I don't deserve to be in that hole. I didn't do no aggression here. I didn't leave the county on AC last time I was in the AC. Last time I was there, I didn't do anything wrong to any guards there, and I didn't do anything wrong to anyone here. And I want, at least I can get is for the guards. For the law enforcement to tell them with my mental condition and what state I'm in, I don't need to be in that 23-hour-day confinement. I have court proceedings coming up. And if y'all want me to be on this behavior of y'all, because I have a very high pain tolerance. I didn't get no sutures in my face when I did these. I love pain. So the little taser, that's only going to be electrical stimulation to my neurotransmitters once it starts going. I'm just saying. So this is going to be better for a whole outcome in the long run. I'm pretty sure the sheriffs at the courthouse will be very appreciative of me trying to go through these measures so they don't have to be escorting nothing over there that's going to be acting up like that. Because you know, just like I know, if it can be prevented, there should be a preventative measure. Take it. You know, all I'm trying to do is, like I said, I didn't deserve to be sitting in 23-hour-day confinement, man. Regardless of my charges, there's other people that's had severe seriousness of crimes, and they were in general population as well.
I will pass on your message there, and I know you said that also because you wanted to.
Mainly because Foxhall is the director. He used to be Omaha police. You know what I mean? So I know these is his buddies over here. And when they say something, he's gonna take heed because he has the sole power to remove me from that, and he's gonna be there tomorrow. I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like they gotta find a number. That's just correct police work to get the number of witness's father, and knowing that he's going to want to cooperate as well.
You just got to remember, we're not at our. My desk is nowhere near here.
So I'm talking them. I know they got.
We're looking. I know they're looking. So, do you want to hang tight then till daylight?
And you're going to be called as a witness as well to my case. And just FYI, I'm having a bench trial, not a jury trial. So everything's going to be subjected to the judge. Because the jury is going to be tainted, man, after this. Because the media is about to jump all over this. They already had me in the newspaper before I was even charged. I'm not even charged yet. So imagine when they get this face to be charged with 4. You know they're going to jump all over this. Everybody's going to have a camera in their face. They're going to be in my face.
Her face isn't it? It's what's inside, man. I knew you were inside from Jonetta. I did. I think you knew that. I gave you, I told you, it's let you decide what you want to do there. Just want to hang tight and get you out there for a little bit. That's fine. Just hang out here and wait till daylight. About that, Nico. Is that cool? And we'll still look for that number. Do that, or we take it back. I mean, you tell me about it.
No, I need to stay here.
Okay.
I need to stay here because, like I said, man, I don't deserve to be in that hole, man. And I didn't do anything wrong. If I did something wrong, I can understand it. If I acted up at all, I can understand it. I didn't leave that county on me, see? I shouldn't be subjected to that, man. That's cruel and unusual punishment. That's inhumane treatment, especially knowing I have a severe mental condition. That at any time that can be hazardous to myself and others, just by being in that 23-day lockdown. I kind of shower in handcuffs. That's punishment, man. That's inhumane treatment for no reason when I've shown no actions to warrant that.
Be cool with me.
I'm cool over there. I haven't done anything at all.
Need anything else?
I just need to talk to you down there, man.
I know they're trying.
You know what's so crazy is that all those times that I was going in the 24-hour fitness, I had those weapons. And I could have easily went to a psychosis and started killing people in there. You know that? How easy, how a lot of those people around didn't even know what was in the midst of them. But they probably had a clue, like, this dude's nuts. And one thing the witnesses will tell you, that dude is a powerhouse. He's very strong. All around. Legs, core.
Now, you were training for MMA.
And the thing about it is none of this would have happened, man, if I got treated. If I got treated, none of this would have happened. None of it.
I had a question. You had a lot of girls with your name on there.
Sherry Floyd's one of them, the one that's did the terroristic threat stupid shit.
How? All those gals, their name
was spiritual.
That's deep.
One of them I'm married to still, but I'm one of them. I never been with her. I was just. Is there any way y'all have a county jail in Sheriff's County, don't you?
That is our jail too. That's what we utilize.
Y'all don't have another county jail out there?
That's what we utilize is DCC.
What about Sarpy County? Just because how delicate this case is. I'm just thinking on the lines that I know for a fact there's family members in that jail, but it's basically based in the mind so I can, because I don't know anybody over there, you know? And I don't want to be around everybody that I know, you know what I mean? Because that's just going to make it even harder for me to even.
It's above my pay grade.
I understand that, but I'm saying is.
But it's, we'll tell people your concerns. We will. I just want you to remember, though, I can tell people that, but, it's, I can't promise anything, Nico. But I can tell you, we'll talk to people. And I can do. You're intelligent. Intelligent man.
Man, you got that number, man. All you gotta do is grab it. So always call.
I know if they find it, though. They will. I know if they find it.
This is a delicate case, so I know that that's been at the top.
Hers would be, but I don't know about his. Hers, sure, absolutely. I don't know about his. You think about it, why would we talk to him, you know?
Well, he owns her house. So I'm pretty sure if y'all was,
Oh, we've
surveying
talked
some
to him.
house,
I know we've talked to him, but it's not a.
that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure there's some at hand, knowing that he's the owner of that house that she stays in. So that's relevant to search warrants and things of that nature. I know y'all had on that on the books, everything like that. I know how it goes.
I think you know we're thorough. I'll check.
We don't have another room, buddy. We're just gonna have to go back, okay? We don't have another room for you. They've got them filled up with people.
I need to try that number.
What's that? Try what number? Try her number one more time? All right, one more.
So what about talking to this director, man? Because I know Foxhall used to be OPE, man.
Right.
And he
That's the my boss and the other guy you were talking to. That's what they're doing. Okay.
I want to talk to your boss. Can you tell him to talk to me? I know you've been watching this whole time.
Foxhole is not there yet. They will talk to him as soon as he gets there. And we'll tell him, what transpired here.
Like I said, I never
I
showed
know.
any hostile aggression.
No, I know. But
Towards any of y'all here, nor there.
I don't
And I
know.
did not leave the county last time on AC, so there should be no reason
Okay.
to keep me in
Okay.
AC.
But what I'm saying is, you got to realize that it's his decision. We'll tell him that. We've got no reason not to tell him that because just what you said is the absolute truth.
The only thing I'm asking for is to be able to see my same mental health counselor, Lee Skins, who I have a rapport with. I was just in the county for 16 months.
Right.
Talking to her. She's still employed there.
Right.
That way I can visit with her in sessions like this.
Sure.
And I was not in the trouble when I was out in that general population.
Okay.
And it's going to be the same way. I'm not.
Right. No, I understand what you're saying, and we will.
I'm just trying to be in a good mind frame when I have to go to these court proceedings.
Right.
Nico, like I told you, man, we'll get that stuff. I told you we'll make the calls now. He's just not there yet, man. That's all. As soon as I told you to make the calls, we're gonna make the calls, okay?
I need at least to have that door, man. It's hot in the ceiling.
Okay.
Let's get you, because we want to get you a trainer again.
I'm gonna have you make another call, and then we'll go back over, and like I said, they're gonna talk to him. Nobody's bullshit.
I told you I was gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
For
Like I said, I was.
we're gonna go back over, but he's trying to call one more time. He just wanted to make
I
sure.
wanted to stay until the morning. The only thing is, like I said, that door is it's making it real hot in here, man. And I can't breathe in the cell. In this room. I can breathe, but it's.
Oh, no answer. She's not answering. No, she can
I'm trying to.
Okay. Yep.
Sometimes. So when I go to court tomorrow
For what?
for everything,
No. Tomorrow, like this morning, or like tomorrow. Today's technically Wednesday now. Obviously, it's like.
like I said,
Court's gonna be a
We'll make
ways
calls.
out.
We'll make some calls down there, so he's gonna know. He's gonna know what you said, so. You will.
what do you mean court?
We still have meetings to do this morning, review what we talked about. A lot of work to follow up with. I looked high and low for that number. Everybody's passed it out here for,
Yes.
none of the dad.
Like I said, I wanted to put them more, that's why I asked you. And the only thing is, like I said, it's rumors when that door's closed, man. It's just like that. Man.
Okay. What's the plan?
That's what I want to do, it's just that it's getting real stuffy with that door closed.
How about now?
Yeah, it's okay.
Are you gonna find me here if I shut the door? Is it gonna be good? In here?
Like, I'm worried about me doing something. I'm screw over.
Well, it's just, sir, I just don't wanna do anything with this stuff, that's all.
I gotta use the restroom.
You use the restroom now?
I just want to be severe, man. Just getting stuff in this room.
Restroom.
On November 3rd, 2013, Nikko writes a letter to the Omaha World Herald confessing and pleading guilty to all charges. Then on February 19th, 2014, Nikko files a federal lawsuit seeking $24.5 million from the state of Nebraska for wrongful release. That lawsuit was dismissed. On April 16th, 2014, Nikko pleads guilty to all charges, and Jenkins was found guilty for all 4 murders. On July 29th, 2014, Nikko is court ordered to receive psychiatric assessment to determine whether he is fit to stand trial. The psychiatric evaluation concluded that he was competent to stand trial, and on August 11, 2014, sentencing was postponed to determine Jenkins' full state of mind. Jenkins' sentencing is delayed over queries of his sanity. And on May 30th, 2017, after over 2 years of delays, Nikko Jenkins is sentenced to death plus 450 years for all 4 murders.
This panel finds that the death penalty is appropriate, should be, and is hereby given for each of the 4 murders by the defendant.
4 death sentences and another 12 convictions, each with 45 to 50 years in prison. That is what the 3-panel judge ruled in the Nikko Jenkins case.
The defendant's commission of these 4 murders over a 10-day period is one of the worst killing sprees in the history of this state.
Nikko Jenkins is still serving his time at the Nebraska State Penitentiary, and his lawyers say he is too mentally ill to be executed. You make that make sense. It should be noted that Nikko is not the only person that is serving time for these killings. His sister Erica Jenkins, now known as Illuminati E-Goddess Erica Prestige, is serving 60 to 100 years for her role in the... It actually took me a couple of minutes to get myself together after saying that out loud for the first time. She is serving 60 to 100 years for her role in the deaths of Juan, Uribe-Pena, and Jorge Cajiga-Ruiz. Nikko's uncle, Warren Levering, was sentenced to 40 years in prison for attempted robbery and accessory to murder for his role in the death of Andrea Kruger. Nikko's mother, Lori Jenkins, was sentenced to 10 years in prison for buying the ammo used in at least 2 of the killings. And finally, Nikko's cousin, Christine Bordeaux, received a 20-year sentence after pleading guilty to conspiracy to commit robbery and attempted robbery for her roles in the murders. It's a wild case indeed. I want to thank you all for watching. Look out for part 2 and 3 of this series coming soon, and we will see you in the next one.